workouts for beginners. You can cut that and like put it in. You say welcome and I'll say we're gonna show you some workout equipment for beginners. Okay. Welcome. You said Go again.
Welcome back to the Swift Wellness YouTube fitness channel.
We're gonna show you some beginner-friendly workout equipment today.
We'll be going through a series of resistance bands, mini bands, a Pilates ball, and
these cute little dumbbells.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. All right, so let's go ahead and start with your traditional resistance band. So this set comes with 5 different strengths. Even though this yellow band is a 5-pound band, I can always loop it around my hands to increase the tension, or I can step back to pull away the tension. It makes it a little bit easier to use. So these are perfect to grow with. You can start lighter and transition up to a heavier band, or you can simply fold it over and make it more challenging as well. This set has handles. You can also use the Velcro straps. They can go around your ankles, around your wrist, basically anything that you want. So in addition to an at-home weight set, you can use these in any way basically that you would use a dumbbell or a weight set. So we've got a few ideas. We'll go ahead and show you those so you can incorporate them into your own workout. I'm gonna take that band, I'm standing on the handles. I'm gonna bring that band up to my shoulder blades, and then I'm gonna send my hips back, slight bend in my knees. I'm gonna keep my head and neck and shoulders all in one line.
Yes.
I'm looking forward and into that good morning, squeezing again at the top. This is a great exercise for your hamstrings and a really easy way to use the handles that is not just with your hands, right? So there are multiple ways to do this, and then step out carefully.
Yeah.
So if I came all the way down onto my back, I can loop these bands again around, it might help if I go that way, around my feet. So then I'm gonna hold on. So I actually have a few ideas. I'm getting spicy.
Once you get started, you get all these ideas.
I'm pulling a Cassie now with all these different ideas.
Let me show you all the things.
Let me show you all the things. Well, let's go like
that. Don't get hurt.
Let's not do that. Let's make sure that they're securely on your feet.
Yes.
So we're gonna take it around the back side. So similar to that good morning positioning, I'm putting it around my back. Oh yeah, we're coming up into that seated, I guess you could call it a V-sit if I come out and extend my legs, and I'm coming back. But even more so, I could scale it down, place my hands behind me, and stretch out those legs, and then again, bring my chest back to my knees, out, and in. Or, what I was thinking about the very first time that I wanted to share, is you can come all the way to your back. So when I come all the way down, I'm just gonna hold on to that band for the tension that I want, and then I'm gonna come and lower those legs and back. So your modification is always to put your head, neck, and shoulders on the mat, lower it down, find your lowest point, come back up. But of course, always more challenging when you pick up that head, neck, and shoulders. So many options. So when you're looking at the resistance bands like this, and you see the handle's not just for your hands. So another one of my favorite pieces of at-home workout equipment is something that I actually found in the last year. This is a Pilates ball, also maybe known as a bar ball, or you can know it as just a mini resistance ball. So what this is really great for is it can be a really great stabilizer under your low back, a challenging stability exercise when placed underneath the hips or even underneath the hands. Basically anywhere where you want to challenge yourself, either in that instability, which helps grow stronger in those micro muscles and those micro movements, or you can simply use a resistance by pressing into it, either here on your chest. I love using it in a wall sit to really work on those thighs. But the best part is it's super tiny, super portable, maybe not as portable as a resistance band, but I think we've all seen those really large, huge exercise balls, and they take up so much space. They find their way into a garage and they never get used again. So this again is a really user-friendly, portable piece of apartment, small space, or at-home gym equipment. You can create tension with this ball. So for example, I'm just squeezing here in the center. So when I stand, squeezing my core, keeping everything nice and tight, I can go straight out into a shoulder press, a chest press, and then come back in. So it looks very simple, but as long as you're keeping the tension here on your arms, you're gonna find that it's actually really hard to extend and then come back to center. Or on that same note, keeping that tension in the ball.
Squeeze, press it together.
Twisting for those obliques.
Yeah. It's gonna give you some core and shoulders.
There's nothing worse than a wall sit. So I'm gonna take this mini ball. I'm gonna find that ridiculously low wall sit position that no one likes to get into.
We all hate.
So I'm keeping that tension between my legs, squeezing on that ball. So you have a couple options. You could hold here. You can add those squeezes. If you really like pain, you can also alternate by lifting one heel. I know, I'm ready to get up.
Yeah.
So a whole bunch of options if you want to really work on those quads, on those thighs. Whew, lots of options. Those are fun.
Yeah, wall sits are hard. Place it overhead, or I can bring it to my chest, and then I'm gonna sit back up and put it back, right? It is definitely more challenging than it looks.
Find
right?
that balance.
Yeah, you gotta find that balance for sure.
But of course you could modify it, yes.
Yes. How do I modify it?
Just touch your toes.
Oh yeah, you can totally get rid of this ball. Or, even keep the ball there for like balance purposes, but if you can't reach that far, right? You just wanna reach as far as you can, right? Holding that ball in your legs is just gonna help you stabilize those legs, work on that balance a little bit, even if you're not grabbing it each time you get up there. Other hand is free, right? I'm gonna hop back into my plank position, and this is, see, really gonna challenge that shoulder stability. Be careful if you try this at home. And then the last one that's really fun too, and also very spicy, is we're gonna do some like tuck-ins, I don't know what you call them, but right, getting that ball right underneath. I kind of start with it under my shins a little bit. It's gonna be kind of weird to like find the spot you want to start, right? But notice I'm in a nice plank position. My knees are a little bent because the ball is kind of small. That's fine. They're gonna bend anyways, right? Notice I'm not arching this back though, right? My butt's tucked under, pressing up through the shoulders, and then from here, all I'm gonna try to do is tuck those knees in, using that ball to roll. Right, my goal is to not move those hips so much as I did on that first one.
This is a spicy one.
It is super, super challenging, but you will feel, especially those lower abs.
So the other piece of basic gym equipment are these rubber bands. So they are a very long piece of rubber. I think we measured it, and they're about 5 feet long. They come in a pack of 3, so the yellow tends to be the lightest most often when you're shopping around for resistance bands. But what's great about these is you can loop them around your hands for added resistance. You can use them in many of the same ways that you use weights. So if I stand on them, I can do easy bicep curls, really easy out flies. Basically, this is a super mobile, travel-friendly way to keep resistance in your bag, in the gym, at home, and then when you're done, just throw it in, or, you can fold it. You could fold it, I guess. Of course, anything that you can do with a dumbbell, you can do with a resistance band. So, just like Cassie showed, I can always go into that rotational movement, but for me personally, I actually like to get a little spicy with these bands. So just because they are a strip doesn't mean that you can't tie them together and create a loop with them. Hands come up behind the head, elbows wide, chin points to the ceiling so that I'm not choking off my breath here. And then as I lower those legs, I'm gonna press against that band, really working those lower abs, but also really working the legs at the same time. So I'm coming all the way down. So the further that I pull my head, neck, and shoulders up off of the mat, the harder I make it. So a little bit more of a modification would be keeping your back on the mat. So I'm only coming down as low as I can to make sure that I don't let that lower back arch. So I'm holding, activating those abs, coming all the way down. Maybe this is my lowest point, and then I come all the way back up. And then I'm gonna kick this leg out. I'm gonna take the resistance band and pull against it as I come and crunch to the side. So taking that loop here, you can take it right here, let me catch it, behind my head. And then as I press into this, really working on that oblique, coming back up. You also have the option too, if you wanna take one hand down, lifting that leg, and then pulling it in, there we go, and then pressing it out here. Holding on that core, in and out.
That one looks spicy.
Whew, little spicy.
Very. You're gonna be burning.
It is. I know. This is harder than it looks today.
No, I'm kind of sweating.
I am very sweaty.
One of my absolute favorite pieces of at-home easy workout equipment is a mini band, right? So it's just like the band that we just showed, except it's a mini version, right? It's a circle, right? It just makes a loop. You can use this for a ton of things. You can use it for warm-up exercises, workout exercises, PT exercises, all kinds of things, right? Something really easy that you can do, right, just to get those arms warm up is put the wrists inside, stretch it apart, right? Something super, super simple, super small, and probably gonna be one of the cheapest options. I believe they do usually come in packs of 3 to 4 as well. Blue is always going to be your more medium resistance, right in the middle. Yellow is usually always gonna be the lightest, and then red is usually gonna be your hardest. You can do palms down or palms up, right? And we're just gonna try to pull it apart, right? Keeping those arms straight. I'll kind of lower my arms so you can see. And then just using those shoulders to stretch the band apart. Right, something else you can do, your typical bicep curl. I just learned this one a second ago.
I know. This is personally one of my favorite
Ashley just taught me this, right?
bicep curl
You
workouts.
put the band under your foot, get down in a lunge position. You're gonna have that opposite arm of the foot that's in front, grabbing the top of the band, and then, right, you just bicep curl it up. In case anyone wants to know, this is very challenging because the band is very small. Drop it to around your ankles, right? I like to kind of stand with my hands on my waist, or you can brace yourself on a wall, right? And then we're just gonna lift that leg nice and straight. That might be too far away.
Nope, I can see you.
Right, and you can go back, right? You can even go forward, right? Lots of directions you can go with this mini band. Our next one, and I think our last one, is going to be dumbbells, right? You can get a set of dumbbells in almost any weight. These are 2 pounds. We really like them because they are this like neoprene coating on them. You can see they say that they're 2 pounds right there. Yeah, they have this neoprene coating on them. It's really easy to hold in your hand. It's really comfortable. I know with most dumbbells that have like the metal in the middle or the steel, whatever it is, they just get a little bit uncomfortable in your hands sometimes. So these are a great option. These come probably up to 15 pounds. I'm not sure if they make the heavier weights with the same coating, but honestly, these little 2.5 pound guys will do a lot for you, right? You can do tons of things with these. They're really great for shoulder exercises and like pulsing almost, because you will feel the burn with just this little bit of weight, right? You can just lift it straight up and out, right? The more reps that you do, the harder it's going to get. Like I said, these little bitty dumbbells, they're really great. I think you can get them up to 15 pounds. Dumbbell. Couple of exercises you can do with these things. So many things. All the things, right?
All the things.
Let's go, we'll go with upper body first, right? You know, you've already seen you can do lots of bicep curls, right? You can even turn this into a curl and press.
We're all about the curl.
Right? Keeping those arms above the head, right? In line with your shoulders, right? That's what I meant. You can also take it into a tricep extension.
Whoa.
Right? I'm standing nice and straight here, just bending at the elbow, pressing up, right? Something else that's like my favorite, and it's really, really, really challenging, I suggest maybe even starting lighter than these 2 pounds, is you're just gonna stand straight up, right? Holding one in each hand, and we're just lifting our arms straight out to the side and down, right? This is really gonna burn out those shoulders, burn out those delts. You can also go forward with it, right? And then if you wanna get the back in there, just gonna hinge forward at the hip just a little bit, right? Back nice and straight like that good morning position. Relax the elbows a little bit, and then same thing, we're just gonna squeeze that upper back, lifting those arms.
That is a great one for your back.
Yes, it is wonderful, and it will burn no matter what you're using, no matter what weight. Right, so if you're doing lunges, you're doing air squats, you're doing good mornings like we showed you earlier, you can do it with a dumbbell, right? You can do it with whatever weight. You can hold it at your chest, right? Just regular lunge, right? Make sure we're stepping forward. That back knee is just tapping the ground. We're coming right back up, right? You can lunge in place, right? You can do walking lunges, and you can hold this dumbbell wherever you want to hold it. If you want a little bit more core kind of, right, rotation work, you can always hold that dumbbell down to your side, right? The heavier it gets, the more it's going to kind of throw off your balance and help you improve that balance. Oh yeah, you can add a twist.
You can get spicy.
You can get fancy, right? You can add a twist either direction.
Go up.
Right?
Go up.
Woo! Right? Alright, then I'm gonna just lay back on my back. I'm gonna place my hands under my butt just for some extra stability and make sure that my back's staying nice and straight. And from here, just lifting those legs straight up and straight back down with that dumbbell in between my feet, right? Just gonna add a little bit of more weight to my lower body, helping me tone those lower abs just a little bit more. A nice oblique exercise. You hold it out. Make sure that you're squeezing really, really tight, right? Think about pulling your belly button in, pulling your butt under, arms are straight out, and then we're just rotating, right? But make sure that you're squeezing that core as you rotate. It's a great one for all of that.
We're gonna give you some exercise inspiration for you to put together your own workout. Let's go. Can give you a full body workout. So take a little bit of each piece of these exercises, put it all together, and you're gonna have a killer at-home workout.
Thanks for watching. If you like this video, you can always support us by giving us a like and hitting that subscribe button in the corner of your screen. Check out our channel for 15 and 30-minute at-home workouts, product reviews, and lifestyle videos. For more from Swift Wellness, including self-care tips, wellness advice, and our favorite fashion finds, make sure to follow us on your favorite social media platform. You'll find us at Swift Wellness on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok. And of course, most importantly, head over to our online magazine listed down below at swiftfit.net. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.